Ugh, I freaking hate you. You're so stupid. Oh, gee. What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I hate about my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Performance Center. Before we get into all that, I want to thank all of our essential workers, all of our military, police, healthcare workers, all the people that have to be out there to keep the world running while we're in here staying safe. Thank you guys. You guys really are amazing. You really are the heroes. We appreciate everything you're doing for us. Also, if this is the first time you're clicking on my video, please click subscribe right down here. It takes 2 seconds and you won't regret it. I got all kinds of fun new content coming out, all kinds of great ideas, and you don't want to miss it. So click subscribe to make sure you don't miss the next video coming out. Let's get into it. All right, number 1 on the list of, well, before we get into that, for all you people that are out there worried about it, this thing is cleared. As always in my videos, I make sure they're cleared. There's nothing in the chamber. This gun is safe. Now let's get to the list. Number 1, the front slide serrations. They're tiny. Don't know why they're there. I mean, for style reasons, cool. Yeah, those things, that looks pretty sweet. They match the ones in the back. If they weren't there, I'd probably be even more upset. But I mean, since they are there, let's make them functional. I mean, they don't serve a purpose. There's not a time where I'm grasping it and I'm like, hey, thank God for those teeny little front slide serrations. I honestly probably get more grip out of those slide cuts for the porta barrel than I do out of those. So that is definitely number 1 on my list. And I mean, I get why they did it. Glock fanboys or fans, or just even people with a Glock, one of their main points of dislike on, one of the main things that people dislike about the slides on a Glock, if they dislike anything, is that it does not have front slide serrations. I think that's something that they should have for people that do press checks and people that don't do press checks. Why not put it there and give us the option? Why only put them on the back? So I can see why Smith & Wesson did do it this way, because they had to kind of scratch that itch and avoid being on that list, on that topic of not having slide serrations at all. But if, like I said, if you're gonna put them there, let's do it for real. Let's take this seriously, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and boys. Let's go on to number 2, and if you can guess what any of the ones on my list are, if you think you can guess what the last 4 things on my list are, go ahead and put them in the comments. We'll see if you're right, and if anybody gets it right, then cool. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, I think is pretty obvious. It's that hinge style trigger. Let's get that thing out of here. It's gotta go. Why are we doing this? I mean, there's a reason that all the aftermarket trigger companies and aftermarket triggers you can get are not the hinge style. It's just the traditional style. And I get the safety. I mean, you want a safety on your trigger, cool. But there are better ways to do it. Take a look around. I mean, and to be fair with this guy, with the way that that trigger has broken in over the last couple hundred rounds, I think I'm at about 600 now, I am pleasantly surprised. Trigger has turned out to be a pretty nice trigger. So it's something I really enjoy shooting. Actually, one of my favorite pistols to shoot right now, because of the way that it's broken in. Doesn't mean it's not getting replaced, but it does mean that it's turned out to be a good trigger. It's just that hinge style. It's kind of flimsy. It's kind of and I'm just not a fan. It's something that I hate about it. It's actually the second thing that I hate about my Smith & Wesson M&P. Just feels like trash. I'm gonna change it. Number 3. The sights, man. The sights. We're shelling out for these guys. This guy is not cheap. The Performance Center setup is not the cheapest Smith & Wesson you can buy. And I understand that some variations come, well, let me tell you the issue. It does not come with tritium vial HD, sights, the iron sights. Some of the other configurations that you can buy this in do come with it. Why not make that the standard? We're paying for it. What if I decide to take my red dot off? I'm stuck with these, just iron sights. I don't know. I feel like that's something that we could have done better on. It's like let's make my purchase feel like it's totally worth it. I mean, it's like buying a brand new car and you get it fully loaded. You get the sunroof, you get the heated seats, you get the cooled seats, all the other stuff, but it's got crank old manual windows. That's what that feels like. I don't see why they couldn't have included that on all of them, especially when we're shelling out for this guy. Yeah, I hate it. It's number 3. If you agree, hit the like button. Number 4, the cardboard box. I don't even have it in here. I don't even want to bring that thing in here. Why? Come on. This is not some random $350 pistol. This is a competition-ready $700 pistol, and you give it to me in a cardboard box? Come on, man. I need something cool to show to my friends. I need something to tote around and feel cool. I need something to look good in my closet. I'm not gonna hang up my cardboard box. I wouldn't hang up a plastic case either. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean. Let's step it up. Too many companies are gypping us on our packaging. Some people like to use those carrying cases to go to and from the range. Some people have a nice $75 range bag. Don't make me have to buy that range bag because you're too cheap to give me a nice little perfectly form-fit case for my, any case. I don't care if it's form-fit. Don't make me go buy a range bag. I'm gonna buy one anyway. I have one. I have a few. I have several. I have a few. But don't make me use that. How dare you? So that would be number 4 on the list of the things that I hate about my Smith & Wesson. The one we've all been waiting for, guys. This is it. Finally made it. The ported barrel. It's not like you think, though. It's not the way that it seems. I talked about it in another video that I'll have linked up here that talks about the differences between the Performance Center and the regular. But because this has a ported barrel and it's a core model, so I run a red dot on it, one thing happens every time I take this thing out shooting. After about probably 75 to 100 rounds, I get a nice little carbon buildup on my lens, my little window. I can still see through it, I can still shoot with it, but man, is it annoying. I have to pull out my little hanky, my little cloth, and I have to wipe that thing off so that I can see through the window. I know that's something nitpicky. I know I'm getting a little bit crazy there, but that is one of the things that I hate about shooting this thing. It kills me. 100 rounds every time without question. I know it's not Smith & Wesson's issue, it's not their problem, but it's kind of like the design issue. If you're gonna have a ported barrel and you're gonna run a red dot, more than likely, especially on a 4 1/4 inch barrel, you're gonna have the same problem. It's not a big deal, but it's something that I hate about this thing. But in all seriousness, guys, I really do love this gun. It really is a good gun, and if you want to hear more about that, stick around. The next video that you're going to be seeing from me is 5 things that I love about my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. This thing has the longest name. This gun. 5 things that I love about this gun coming up next. Stay tuned. Thanks for clicking on the video, guys. Like I said before, go ahead and hit subscribe. It really does help me out. Throw me a like if you like this video. And consider sticking around for what's coming next. It's gonna be good. I hope. Let's hope. Later, guys.